All right, so you're heading into your first year of university. That is a huge deal, and it's probably one of the biggest, most exciting journeys you're ever going to take. But how do you make sure you're not just getting by, but actually crushing it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down.
Just think about it for a second. This is a massive shift. You're leaving behind the world you know, the structure of high school, and stepping into higher education. And trust me, it is a completely different ballgame.
I mean, it is an absolute whirlwind, right? You're suddenly juggling brand new ways of learning, what feels like a literal mountain of assignments, and you're trying to build a whole new social circle from the ground up. It's exciting, for sure, but it's also totally exhausting. It's your first real taste of freedom, and with all that going on, it is so easy to feel a little bit lost.
So that's the big question, isn't it? With everything happening all at once, how in the world do you find your footing? How do you make sense of all the chaos and actually stay on track?
Well, the secret lies in creating your own personal compass. And what I'm talking about is the simple but incredibly powerful act of tracking your progress. But listen, this goes way, way deeper than just keeping an eye on your exam scores.
So let's be super clear about what this really means. Tracking your progress is all about building a system to understand yourself better. It's a tool to keep your motivation firing on all cylinders, to see where you need to switch things up, and, believe it or not, to start laying the groundwork for your entire future. It's pretty much your secret weapon for success.
First things first, let's talk about the internal game. This is all about how you can use tracking to turn those quiet moments of reflection into real, powerful action.
Right off the bat, the biggest win you get from this is a much deeper sense of self-awareness. I mean, when you start consciously tracking not just your grades, but your habits, like how many hours did you actually study for that test versus the grade you got, you start to see these patterns that you would have totally missed otherwise.
And look, this isn't about finding your weaknesses. It's the total opposite. It's about discovering your unique strengths. Are you a morning person who does your best work at 7 a.m.? Do you learn better by watching videos than by reading? Knowing this stuff is fundamental. It helps you make smarter choices about literally everything.
Okay, next up, adaptation. University is constantly throwing new challenges at you, new social situations, new academic pressures. You can think of tracking your progress as your personal early warning system that helps you see those changes coming.
The real power here is being proactive. By checking in with yourself, you can spot if you're starting to struggle with a certain subject before it becomes a full-blown crisis. That means you can get help, tweak your study habits, and actually thrive instead of just trying to keep your head above water.
Okay, so you're starting to know yourself better, which is awesome. But how do you stay driven when that graduation stage seems so far away? Well, this is where tracking becomes your personal motivational engine.
I mean, just look at the difference here. Without that compass, it's so easy to just drift, to lose focus, to feel like you're not really getting anywhere. But with one, every small step you track gives you a clear direction and a real sense of purpose. It's what keeps you going.
And you know, a huge part of staying motivated is taking a second to actually recognize how far you've come. It is so easy to just finish one thing and immediately rush to the next deadline without ever stopping to acknowledge your own wins.
And there's a good reason for this. Tracking your progress creates a physical, tangible record of your growth. So when you're having a really tough week, you can literally look back at that list, look at that exam you aced, that great feedback you got, and use it as fuel. It's proof that you've done it before and you can do it again.
All right, let's zoom out a bit and see how this all connects to the bigger picture. Because the habits you build in your first year, they don't just get you through to the next semester. They set the entire stage for your future. It's like this amazing domino effect. It all starts with tracking your performance in that first year. That data helps you pinpoint your real strengths and passions. That, in turn, helps you confidently choose a major you love. And that clarity makes it so much easier to find the right internships, which puts you squarely on a career path you're genuinely excited about.
So just remember, tracking your progress isn't just some short-term tactic to survive finals. It is the foundational habit that turns your university experience from a series of random events into a deliberate, powerful journey toward your biggest goals.
At the end of the day, your first year is just the beginning. It's one chapter in a much bigger book. By building your compass now, you're not just trying to find your way through the present. You are taking control of the entire narrative. You get to be the author of your own success story. So the only question left is, what kind of story are you going to write?